In my opinion, one of the saddest things in life is that people confuse, to this day, frugality with a couple of different things. We'll get into it in a minute and I'll be right back. Good morning, I'm Jan. Welcome to the Save Money and More channel with Jan. So nice of you to be here. I really appreciate everybody's time. If you're brand new here, welcome, welcome, welcome. If you've been here a while, thank you, thank you, thank you. In fact, thank everybody for being here. I want to talk to you today about something that I think has caused a lot of confusion. A lot of people confuse frugality in the wrong direction. Some people feel it is such a restrictive lifestyle. That could not be further from the truth. In fact, since I've been living the frugal lifestyle, I get to make a lot of choices. See, the things I do and the decisions that I make are through choice, not because I have to, but because I wish to. I rather spend money on things that make a lot more sense to me than put my money into places that to me makes little or no sense or what I would consider wasteful. Now, some people might consider that cheap. People that call that a cheap lifestyle obviously know zero about frugality. There is an incredible difference between being frugal and cheap. A cheap person doesn't budge in any way, shape, manner, or form. They're usually not charitable and usually self centered. Usually. I'm not saying always, but usually. A frugal person makes wise decisions with their money so that perhaps they could be more charitable in other areas or buy better quality things or gift other people with better stuff in their family and in their friendships. I'm just saying, I live in a world of choices and I choose to be frugal, but there's also something that people have to understand. We are not living a restrictive lifestyle. I'm choosing lifestyle. I don't like the idea of living in debt. Living in debt, DEBT debt, is a very tough lifestyle. Anyone listening to this that at this moment in time may be getting a lot of collection letters, harassing phone calls, a lot of stress, a lot of pressure, robbing Peter to pay Paul, so to speak, that old fashioned expression. You know where I'm going with this. And it's really, really very, very difficult thing. That's why it is important to sit down, look at your budget, stare at your budget, look at the numbers, and do not be afraid. We cannot fix anything unless we look at the situation. Even if you're scared, put your toe in the water. Take 10 minutes today to examine your numbers. Just 10 minutes. If you need to, let's put a timer on, put some pretty music on in the background. And don't be so scared and take a look at the numbers. People may be shocked and amazed when they realize, hey, it wasn't so bad after all. And if only I make some minor corrections, I will not necessarily fall into that rabbit hole of DEBT. To me, an ounce of prevention, which is a choice, is definitely worth more than a pound of cure because it's harder to fix the mess that we've thrown ourselves into. But it is a lot easier to prevent choices. Now, part of the choices of being a frugal person, my choices, talking about myself, a person can decide to apply this if they want to. This was inspired by a woman that I used to know in a neighboring state in New Jersey. And she was the nicest elderly woman. She had her little sufferings, physical suffering. She had emphysema, and she had a world full of physical troubles. But she had the greatest attitude in the world. She was a kind, loving, and giving person. In fact, I'm going to dedicate the show to her. And if you're listening from heaven, just know that I'm dedicating the show to you. I used to watch her do quiet things for other people, quiet acts of generosity. There was a poor neighbor on the block where she lived, and one day I was observing from a window. I was observing what she was doing. She was walking to people's various homes, homes on the block, not apartments. These were private houses because she lived in a private house. And what she would do quietly, she would drag her her apparatus with her. And you know what she would do? She would stick $20 bills in some of those people's homes to help them out. I said to myself, this is a really good, wonderful, kind act of thoughtfulness and charity. And word got on the street that this lady was doing that. And I was looking at her out the window one day, and nothing gave her greater joy than doing this great act of kindness. Does the whole world know about it? Well, up until right now, the whole world did not know about it, but at least more people in this world know about it. What a kind, sweet lady. However, she did live a frugal lifestyle because this lady made the choices on purpose. For example, there was another neighbor who was going through some hard times with food. And I remember her inviting them over, and she would always have a supply of tuna fish, canned chicken, making sandwiches for the person or people and give them away. These are the quiet angels of the world that roam this earth. I'm telling you, but she chose frugality in her life so that she on purpose had that extra money so that she could turn around and be generous and have many acts of kindness. So she had a lovely, lovely daughter, of which one day turned around, and I know the story because the daughter shared the story with me. And her daughter turned around and said, Mom, I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy, you do these things, and I couldn't be prouder of you. But I have a question. What about you? What have you done for yourself lately? This is the daughter asking the generous mom, the generous, frugal mom. Okay. Just saying, just saying. So the daughter said, listen, I want to do this for you. You have done so many things for others. I want to do this for you. This is the daughter saying. So she gave her a bunch of money. She said, you could do whatever you want, but please take a portion of this and promise me that you're going to start doing this thing once a month. And I'm going to come back every month for you and give you a little something. The initial gift, she could do whatever she wanted to, but the rest of the gifts towards the mom, she called it mad crazy money. And I never forgot that phrase. I said, you know something? This makes a ton of sense. Mad crazy money. Well, the mother wanted to know, what is this mad crazy money? And then the daughter explained, this is for you to buy yourself anything you want. Thankfully, the daughter had a very good job that paid very well, and she was living a very, very good, financially secure life and was in a position to do such a thing. You see, it's no coincidence that one good thing brings on another. The mom didn't do things to get recognition, earthly recognition, worldwide recognition. She didn't give out millions of bucks and put a big name on a plaque somewhere. No, her mom walked around and through the kindness and generosity of her heart took little $20 bills, little gems, and anywhere she could, she would plant her seed of generosity to help others. She would feed the hungry, and she would make a poor person's day that much brighter. It is no coincidence that she had a daughter who would be so generous and to have her mother feel special, not just only once a month, but every single day.